Sometimes it doesn't hit them right away. Sometimes the silence after the breakup feels like a win to them, like freedom, relief, certainty. But time has a way of revealing what pride tries to hide. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 subtle but powerful signs that your ex is beginning to feel something they didn't expect. Regret. Not the loud kind. Not the dramatic, take me back kind. But the quiet kind. The kind that shows up in patterns, in timing, in the way they look for you, without saying it out loud. Because here's the truth. When someone leaves, they're making a bet. A bet that life without you will be better. That distance will bring peace. That letting go is the only way forward. But what happens when that bet doesn't pay off? What happens when the silence they chose starts to echo? Before we dive in, remember this isn't about getting lost in hope. It's about learning to read reality clearly. It's about recognizing whether they're circling back out of habit or from genuine change. So if you've been wondering whether it's just in your head or if they're truly starting to feel the weight of losing you, stay with me. You're about to see the signs, real signs, that something inside them has shifted. If this kind of clarity matters to you, take a second to like this video and subscribe to Stoic Station, where healing isn't about chasing, it's about rising. Let's begin. Sign number 1. They start reaching out first. In the early days after the breakup, you were the one reaching out, testing the silence, trying to make sense of what was left. You initiated the conversations, hoping that somewhere in her replies there might be a trace of what used to be. And for a while there was nothing but space, cold, quiet, unanswered space. But then something shifts. Out of nowhere, she texts first, not just once, but again. The tone changes. It's softer, warmer, more familiar. She's not just asking how you are. She's mentioning old songs, shared memories, inside jokes you thought she had forgotten. That's not an accident. That's emotional reconnaissance. She's feeling the edges of the connection she once let go of, checking to see if the warmth is still there, if you are still there. But this isn't the time to lose yourself in hope. It's the time to read between the lines. Is this nostalgia, guilt, true regret? Because real regret never announces itself loudly. It shows up in subtle patterns. The tone, the timing, the fact that she's the one reopening the door she once closed. It's not just a message. It's a breadcrumb trail back to what she lost. And she's wondering if it's still hers to reclaim. Sign number 2. They want to see you more often. There's only so much you can say through a screen. Words alone can't hold presence. They can't carry the weight of silence, of eye contact, of shared breath. That's why, when regret starts to settle in, it doesn't stay confined to text messages. It wants something real. It wants closeness. And suddenly she does too. At first it might feel casual. She mentions a place you both used to like, says she might be nearby, wonders if you'd be around. It's subtle, but intentional. She's testing proximity. She doesn't just want to talk, she wants to feel the energy again, the familiarity, the tension, the safety. Not through old photos or late-night texts, but across a table in real time. And when that moment comes, when you finally see her again, it's tempting to treat it like the resolution, to pour everything out, to get answers, to fix what's broken in one sitting. But that instinct, however honest, is often premature. Don't make the mistake of thinking one date will fix everything. Keep it short. 1 hour, maybe less. No heavy topics. No rehashing the past. Just presence. Let the interaction remain incomplete on purpose. Let her leave still wondering, still thinking, still feeling the tension of what wasn't said. Because desire doesn't grow in certainty. It grows in curiosity. If she leaves the meeting feeling like there's more to say, more to experience, more of you to rediscover, she'll want to come back. Not because you pushed, not because you performed, but because you created space for her emotions to catch up to your growth. This isn't about rushing into what was. It's about letting something new unfold. A slow return, built not on old patterns but on new emotional clarity. If she truly regrets losing you, she'll make time to see you again and again. And how you handle that first moment back will either open the next door or quietly close it for good. Sign number 3. They apologize and stop blaming. In a relationship that ended with blame, silence, or emotional retreat, it's easy to assume that the pattern will never change. You grow used to the cold defenses, the rewriting of the story to make you the villain. But if she starts to shift, if the narrative changes from attack to admission, you need to pay attention. Suddenly, she's not explaining everything away. She's not minimizing what happened or painting herself as the victim. Instead, she slows down, reflects, and begins to say the words you never thought you'd hear. I shouldn't have said that. You didn't deserve how I handled it. It doesn't come as a dramatic confession. It shows up quiet, almost careful, like she's still learning how to carry the truth without falling apart under it. They stop blaming. You start hearing apologies. This isn't a tactic. It's not part of a hidden agenda to win you back. This is the moment when regret matures into something deeper, accountability. And that's the only ground where real reconciliation can begin. But don't rush to comfort her. Let her feel the weight of what she's finally acknowledging. If it's genuine, she won't run from it. She'll stay in it. And that's how you'll know it's real. Sign number 4. They talk about the past fondly. There was a time when the past felt heavy, too raw to touch. Every memory carried an edge. Every reminder was a wound. But something changes when regret starts to grow roots. She begins to speak of what you once shared, not with bitterness or blame, but with warmth. Her voice softens when she mentions that night you both couldn't stop laughing, that quiet walk at sunset, that song you played on repeat like it had written your story before you lived it. She doesn't bring these things up to fill silence. She brings them up because she misses who she was when she was with you, and more importantly, who you were when you loved her without hesitation. Nostalgia means they want to relive what felt good. This kind of remembering is never random. It's emotional signaling. When she begins to linger in the memories, it's because part of her is trying to rebuild the connection, even if she's not ready to say it out loud. But don't rush toward the bridge she's hinting at. Let her build it slowly. Let it be her effort, not your assumption. Because memories are easy to romanticize. Commitment, on the other hand, takes bravery. And the way she speaks about the past will show you whether she's honoring what was or hoping for what still could be. Sign number 5. Their social media behavior changes. When someone regrets losing you, they don't always say it directly. Sometimes it leaks out in the subtlest ways, often where it's safest, online. You notice she starts watching your stories again, liking your posts, even commenting here and there. Then it goes further. A song you both used to listen to suddenly appears in her captions. A photo from a place you once visited is posted without explanation. At first glance, it could all be coincidence. But if you've been silent, if you've pulled back, these signs begin to feel intentional, almost personal. Still, be careful. Just because they liked your story doesn't mean they want you back. What matters isn't the moment, it's the momentum. A single like doesn't carry meaning, but a pattern of interaction, a shift from complete silence to subtle reminders of your shared world. That deserves your awareness, but not your emotional investment. Regret doesn't always knock at your door. It often watches from the window. The truth is, social media is a low-risk playground for curiosity. It allows her to peer into your life without having to engage with your growth directly. But don't let the flicker of her online presence drag you backward. Don't confuse attention with intention. Your discipline must remain stronger than your desire for signs. Because real regret, the kind that leads to action, will always move beyond the screen. It will find a way to meet you face to face. Summary. Sometimes the hardest truth to accept isn't that the relationship ended, it's that you might be the only one still trying to make it live again. Regret can knock on your door, send late-night messages, even show up in ways that feel meaningful. But just because she circles back doesn't mean she's ready to stay. And just because you still feel something doesn't mean it's worth reopening. The worst thing that could happen isn't the breakup. It's wasting months or years chasing something already gone. You owe yourself a kind of honesty that goes beyond hope. Is she truly returning with clarity, humility, and change? Or are you just afraid of facing life without the story you were once part of? There's a difference between someone who regrets the silence and someone who's ready to speak truth. And your job isn't to chase closure, it's to protect your dignity, your stillness, your peace. You can't rebuild something that only you are willing to fight for. And if she's not showing up with maturity and emotional responsibility, you're not being given a second chance. You're being offered a repeat of pain. Healing isn't waiting. It isn't hoping. It's becoming whole again without needing them to say a single word. Because when you stop needing answers, you finally become the one who's no longer chasing, just walking forward, free. If this message brought you clarity, let it light the way for your next steps. Like the video, subscribe to Stoic Station, and most importantly, keep moving forward, not with noise but with calm, not with doubt but with strength, and above all, with the kind of self-respect that no one ever gets to take from you again.